In 2019, the world were fine. Everything was normal. But everything has changed when November 17, 2019 had come. It was announced that a 55-year-old Chinese from Hubei province of China has contracted COVID-19. And that was the start of the spreading of the said virus, not just in China, but in the whole world. A lot of people become infected with the said virus. There are people who survive, but there are some who didn't get lucky and die. In the country named Philippines, who is 1,924 miles away from China, had its first case of COVID-19 last January 21, 2020.
Today, the DOH is confirming that a 38-year-old female Chinese patient under investigation, or PUI, is positive for the novel coronavirus.
That one case expanded into 300,000 plus cases in just 9 months. As Philippines' COVID cases increased by 1,000 per month from the first case that was recorded, a lockdown or a community quarantine was implemented. So for this video, we are going to discuss about how this COVID-19 affect the social institutions of the Philippines.
According to the economic indicator of the Philippines, the GDP growth of the Philippines in 2020 fell into 7.3% from 6.0% last 2019, as the community quarantine was implemented because of COVID-19. The Philippines fell into 9 trillion peso debt in July, and also, according to DOLE, 3,000 establishments nationwide were now permanently closed, making 90,000 Filipino workers jobless. Because 90,000 Filipino workers are now jobless, it now affects the social institutions' family. We are now under quarantine, and all of the people are required to stay at home. A lot of people lost not just their income but also their jobs. And because of that, the families are reported to reduce the spending on food and put off their major purchases. Because families are trying to reduce their spending, it will now affect the education of the social institution.
Some of the families who are trying to reduce their expenses make their children transfer to public so that their children can still continue learning in a lesser expenses during COVID-19. According to Education Secretary Leonor Briones, 398,000 students from private institutions have transferred to public schools because of COVID-19. But there are families who can't afford the expenses in online classes even though their children were studying in public schools. That is why the children were forced to stop for this school year and will just continue to back to study if it's back to normal classes already.
Due to the rapid growth of the COVID-19 for how many months, 33 out of 136 hospitals in Metro Manila were tagged as being in the danger level in terms of the bed capacity. And also, a lot of hospitals are now understaffed of the healthcare workers. There are some healthcare workers who quit their job because of the anxiety that they might have the said virus. And there are some who got infected of the said virus and died, making the understaffed hospital become much more in demand of the healthcare workers. According to the Department of Health on September 26, the healthcare workers who is infected by the COVID-19 rises into 9,367 already. 8,597 in there had already recovered, 60 had died, and there are still 690 remaining as inactive cases.
The cases of COVID-19 have reached 319,330, who's near around 320,000 cases. Now that the cases of COVID-19 is growing exponentially, the thing that people can do right now is just to stay at home and strengthen their faith to God.
Surrender their worry to God and just believe that this whole pandemic that all of the people were experiencing will be gone soon. And everything will go back to what our normal lives before.
Hi, my name is Daniel.
Hi, my name is Maria Antoinette Ferrante.
And I'm Layering Sabala.